everybody. That's George from Entracte Audio, and he is picking up his new toys for his store. That's including a C312 Preamp, and he's going to tell us why the C312 is actually the most popular preamp in his store. And I'm going upside down. I'm going to sit down now. So you're picking up another C312 for your customer. So
I am picking up another C312.
Have you paid yet?
Yeah. Oh. So now it's mine. So now we can talk about my preamp that I'm picking up.
All right.
Okay.
So take it away.
Well, I mean,
take it away as why it is the most popular preamp in your store.
Well, because it's, for what it does, it's relatively inexpensive and it performs way above its price point. I mean, that's basically it. You've got a preamp that has a really powerful tone profile adjustment suite that suits a whole bunch of different amplifiers and speakers and music. And you know, it's funny because I don't sell this to everybody that comes in the store, because some people look at the knobs, they look at the control, they look at the adjustable gain stages, and they go, "Oh, that's too much." Right? I mean, what people fail to realize, it's not too much, it's enough. And once you set it, generally speaking, you set it, unless you put it in a different room or use another pair of speakers. And the people that can understand that concept, that it basically winds up being set and forget, they cotton onto it really quickly. They like that. They realize that the only right setting is the setting that they like, and the setting that's appropriate for their system and their room, and they seem to enjoy the heck out of it. I mean, really enjoy the heck out of it.
I also find that some people kind of wanted to get into tube rolling, and they have done some, but not with final tube rolling, and handling tube is a hassle.
Oh, it's a pain in the neck.
There are people that actually enjoy that kind of hassle. That's enjoyment. They don't call it hassle. That's enjoyment. But there are people that don't like it, but they can hear the difference between tubes, and this is actually give you something towards that by just turning the knob.
Well, this is really cool because you want a tube roll? Okay, here we go. Let's play with the tube controls. There's a different type of tube right there.
Yep, and the combination of tube simulation and the solid state knob, the combination make a different sound.
Yep.
It's not just turning up and down the tube, it's the combination of the solid state and tube, and also that warm switch. That warm switch will determine how much a signal hit on the tube simulation circuit, which determine different kind of tube sounding. Different kind of tube sounding sound different.
Different tube characteristics.
Yeah.
Now, and here's the important thing. This is the thing that drives me crazier than talking about entry-level gear, because that drives me nuts.
I don't call entry-level gear.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, point being this. I had a point. It's gone. Point's gone. Forgot it already.
You're trying to show a sign of old age in front of the camera?
Yep, I am.
Okay. So what you want?
It's gone. Whatever. Let's talk about, maybe it'll come back. Let's talk about the lineage of the C312, because this is the NFS 238 integrated amplifier.
Yep.
And this is really the parents, mother, father.
No S.
No, sorry.
Well, there's no mates for that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, because I lived with this amplifier for about a year and a half, 2 years, and it's a really, really good amplifier. And one day I got a little bit curious because it had a preamplifier output, and I have active speakers, and I plugged this into the active speakers, a pair of ATC SCM50s A's, and the preamp sounded great, and I never forgot that sound. I mean, I never ever forgot that sound, and so about 5-6 years later on, when we were talking about the concept of preamps, we realized that this preamp section might be a really good standalone preamp. And as it turned out, it was, for what it does, it's moderately priced, and it performs like a champ. And if you want to make it perform like not just a champ, but a super duper champ, you can add an SP capacitor pack to it. This is a Cat Pack 36, which we'll talk about in another video, but you add this in and it becomes a little bit of a superhuman monster. It's a great preamp. Oh, I remember.
Yeah. What
Let me
did you
talk
remember?
about this. Here's what drives me crazy.
Okay.
What drives me nuts is that the minute we start talking about adjustable gain stages and changing tone profile, the first thing that people say is, oh, it acts like an EQ. No, it does not act like an EQ. It does not act like an EQ because it doesn't change the range of frequency response. It's not an EQ. It's not a way to add treble. It's not a way to add bass. It changes the character.
It's neither a graphic EQ nor a parametric EQ. Just forget the term EQ.
Yeah,
it's related to this. It's not an EQ.
It's not an EQ.
Any kind of EQ.
It's tone profile adjustment. It's not an EQ. It doesn't affect the amount of frequencies top to bottom. Doesn't do it. Okay.
You can actually go to the soundstage measurement and look at it. It's like with or without. They couldn't measure any difference.
Yep.
With any kind of tube knob setting, they could not measure any difference, but they sound different.
Yeah. You were pointing at something. What were you pointing at?
But this is a power supply for the preamp, and since it's brand new, we're not pulling the paper off, and I'm not supposed to touch anymore because he paid for
Don't
it.
touch my power supply.
Yeah, that's his.
Yeah.
I'm not helping you to load it in the van. It's yours.
Of course you are. I paid for help.
You pay for loading?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not going to go there. He's going to lose if I go there.
Anyways, no, I never lose. So, C312, my best-selling preamp. I mean, it's not. I'm not selling them every day because they're too expensive for that.
I can't build that fast.
No, can't build that fast anyway. But this is very much. This is actually the best-selling preamp in what I've been working with you for 22, 23 years now. This is. But in 2 years, this is by far the best-selling preamp.
And this is not a typical preamp.
No.
And for the general public that quite not understand what it does, it's sort of confusing and difficult. And we have done 2 videos of explaining the knobs, and I will put the link for at least the second one that we did. The first one that we did is not quite easy to understand, but the second one that Josh did is explaining all the knobs and what it does and what the effect. I will put that link of that video in the description for you. But this is not a typical preamp, and when I start Angela-Gilbert Yeung, I said to myself, I don't want to build anything typical anymore. It's just boring. So for every preamp that I build, there are adjustment, small adjustment or big adjustment. So far we have 3 preamps. The C310, C312, and C318, and look at that little smile, that evil smile, so far. Yeah, I know what it means. It's just a matter of I need time. I need to sleep too. Anyway, so I don't want to build just a straightforward preamp.
No. There's enough straightforward preamps.
Yeah, there's enough straightforward preamps.
There's all kinds of straightforward preamps. You want straightforward preamps, you can find them everywhere. Go find one of those if you want. If you
don't need to find them. They come at you.
They'll find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, there's always one of these on display at my shop. If you have questions, please feel free to email or call or come by and visit and have a listen. I mean, it's worth. This is a preamp that's very much worth people's attention. Totally worth people's attention.
The only disadvantage is if you're not able to actually hear it, it's a little bit difficult to understand.
Yep.
But if you're able to come to his shop and hear it, then you don't need to understand. You can hear it. You can just hear it.
Yep. You have to listen to it, and you have to be unafraid to play with the knobs. Playing with the knobs won't hurt. See that? We can do that. Won't hurt it. Okay? You can put the knobs anywhere you want.
There's never a wrong setting.
Nope.
And there's never a right setting, because what you like is not necessarily what your friends like.
Yeah. And
different music and they remaster differently. They might even sound different. And if you want everything sound the same, that's not what this is. But if you want everything sound different, the way that should be, you can use this, adjust the way that you want, and you can adjust it to different speaker, different amp, or even with a room treatment.
Yeah.
Your way.
Yep.
Not mine.
Have it your way. It's like Burger King, but better. Way better.
Not as greasy.
Huh? No,
No, it's
way
greasy.
less grease.
Yeah, way less greasy.
Way less
So I give you the choice of make it your way.
Yep.
Are we done?
I think we're done. Thank you for watching. Again, any questions, email, message, call, visit, do what you have to do. Come and check this thing out. It's a great preamp. It really
I
is.
haven't said thank you for watching, so I'm not going to say that.
I'm saying thank you
And
for
you
watching.
can say that. I'm not saying that. Even
Well-
if I say that, I'm not even looking at them.
Well, I'm thanking them for watching me.
Okay.
Have a great day.
I'm trying to shut off the camera.